Welcome, Taurus, to your May 2022 reading. Happy birthday for all you Taurians that are born in May. I hope you have a wonderful month, and by the look of it, you are going to have some wonderful times in May. Now, this month, I am offering up the opportunity to ask a question, and you will get a response from me in the comment section below. Now, if you are a new subscriber, I still offer free mini readings. So that's where you get to ask a question and I will go into depth within my answer. I'll shuffle and I'll take out quite a few cards and get an in-depth response for you. But if you are already a subscriber and you have something on your mind, a yes or a no question, you can ask that as well, and I will just pull a few cards and give you a short answer response to your question as well. So new subscribers, if I can get the word out, still get your free mini reading, but existing subscribers and people who don't want to subscribe but just want to ask a question, in May only, I will be offering you that opportunity. Now, don't panic if I don't get back to you right away. I will get back to everyone who asks a question in May only. Now, this may be extended depending on how it goes and how much response I get from this. But if not, it'll be just May for now. So please take that opportunity to ask a question in May. Now, let's get into your reading. Now, this month you have two of the most beautiful cards in the deck, and you are starting out with that Ace of Cups, that cup of love, and this is joy, this is happiness. You have so much of this around you in May. Now, for a lot of you, this can be the beginning of a new relationship. The Ace of Cups is often that card of new love, and not only that, it is right beside the Knight of Cups. So this is that knight in shining armor, and this is regardless of whether you are male or female. But this is that person that comes in and really sweeps you off your feet. They are kind, they are beautiful, they are loving, and the Ace of Cups often talks about new things, new relationships, new love. So this could very much be something that is coming in for you in May. Now, those of you that are already in a relationship, I really see this as a beautiful time for you in your relationship. Things that, if you have had any issues, if you have had any problems, any worries regarding your relationship, this is over in May and you are starting afresh on a new foot for a lot of you that have had any issues. And I feel like if there has been any problems, you're really turning your back on that and just moving forward. Now, just remember, for those of you that are in a relationship, and also for those that aren't, that have been closed off, that have closed off their heart a little bit, just make sure that you open up and allow yourself to receive that love if somebody is offering it to you, and just be willing to allow that person into your life and to give you the love that you deserve. And also, I feel like for a lot of you, you will be giving as well. Giving back just as much as you will be getting. Now, I feel like this is a very spiritual month for a lot of you as well. And there is a lot of, let's say, deep spiritual gifts as well that are being given to you. So if you are this sort of person that is quite spiritual, this is a lot of joy and a lot of spirituality around you, and a lot of depth that you will be attaining in your spiritual knowledge, and things will really be blossoming for you in regard to your spirituality as well. But definitely wonderful love here. That Ace of Cups, as I said, is just such beautiful, beautiful energy, and really heartwarming kind of energy. And if you're not interested in love at all, this can be just you being in a joyful place in your life, beginning something new, and something that you are truly passionate about, something that brings you such joy as well. So this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a new relationship coming into your life, but it's just heartwarming emotions. And this could be just because of your birthday as well. Also, if you're a mum, a lot of heartwarming kind of emotional energy here. But most definitely, this is a beautiful new romance that this card often talks about, and it can signify a really close and intimate platonic relationship as well. Doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. So this is quite beautiful. And this can be with a fire sign, just because it is right above that Page of Wands, which is traditionally a Sagittarian. I would read this as Sagittarius, but can be any fire sign because this is a general reading. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries here. Now it's interesting, you are showing up in your own reading here in the Hierophant card. This is the card of Taurus. So this is quite a significant month for you as well. Now, as I said, that page, that Knight of Cups, this is that beautiful, heartwarming energy that comes in and really talks about new, powerful emotional experiences. And this is whether you're in a relationship or not. So this can be an existing relationship. There is this depth here to what's going on for you in May. But this can be offers of love, this can be offers of marriage, and you've got the Hierophant card here. This is a card that does talk about marriage, but this is just you also getting invited to a wonderful social event of some kind that's going to bring you a lot of joy as well, for those of you that aren't interested in love or marriage. Now, you've got some cards here that really tell me that you have been struggling. There's been some really hard times here for you. And, you know, the Ten of Swords is the card that really talks about an end to anything that you have mentally been struggling with. If you've had worries, if you have had issues, particularly in your relationship, I feel like this is the end of this. Now, just on a side note, as I was meditating on your reading, for some of you, this can actually talk about a relationship that you are choosing to walk away from here, that has created a lot of grief and a lot of issues for you mentally, psychologically, and you are in May making the decision to actually move on from that. And as I said, this is a general reading, so you'll know what resonates for you. But for the majority, I feel like this is the end of any particular situations. If you have been having issues in an existing relationship, this is over in May, and you are really turning your back on that and moving on to calmer shores where you can actually heal from any of the issues that have come up for you in that difficult Ten of Swords energy. Tens are all about endings, and things have gotten as bad as they're going to get here, Taurus, for you, and you are able to now move on. And if you look at the imagery in the Six of Swords, you know, the figures have their back to us, and the pain and the issues, the problems, the stresses, the strains, the worries, they've turned their back on that, and they are moving forward to a beautiful, calm shore with the opportunity, as I said, to heal from any issues there. So that is kind of really moving on. Now, this can relate to just emotional things that have been a problem for you. So just you have so many cups here, 3 cups in this reading, and they're quite powerful cup cards as well. So I do feel like this can relate to some relationships that you've had in your life, or issues regarding your relationships. And yeah, you are moving on here. This is beautiful. Now you've got the Page here, as I did touch on that earlier. Now the Page of Wands is a beautiful energy of freshness and newness as well. There's an inquisitiveness about this card. So I feel like a lot of you will be beginning something new that you are really passionate about, and you perhaps might even be starting a new form of education, a new line of study here. We might be actually going back to school to learn about something that really takes your fancy, that you are passionate about. So this is quite lovely energy here for you in that Page of Wands. Did I say cups? I meant wands. Sorry about that. Now that is just, I really like this, because this is, as I said, it's an exciting opportunity that is coming in for you in May. And because it is right beneath that Ace of Cups, it's something wonderful. And it's a really creative time in your life as well when you get this card. And if you have any ideas that are kind of outside of the box, it's going to be quite beneficial for you, because this is a great time to be stretching your horizons and the way you look at things and the way you want things to turn out. It's a really, this card really does talk about being able to look outside of the box as very valuable for you in May. And you really are asked to follow your life's passions in May as well. When you get this card, let them guide you, Taurus. If things have been worrying you, if things have been stressing you, if you've been stuck in a rut or in a situation that doesn't bring you joy and happiness, follow your passions. Let them take you to what is going to bring you so much happiness. And I can see it here for you in that 10 of Cups, which I'll go into. But this is really important for you to just think outside of the box. Now, for some of you, there could be a promotion here. There could be a career change, simply because there is that Ace here. This is new beginnings. But if not, there's a lot of promising new developments in your life, and particularly in your professional life as well, because Wands does often talk about your career or what you're really passionate about, and and what brings you joy and excitement, your creativity. Now, the 6 of Pentacles, this is a lovely card, and I did touch on this earlier as well. This is that card of giving and taking. So for a lot of you, there is, and this often does talk about financial, because it is Pentacles, it is all about money, career. So if somebody is offering you something, take it. Don't be shy. Accept it graciously and take what is being given. Now, for a lot of you, you may also be giving as well, because this is that give and take kind of card. It's a card of charity. So for a lot of you, you might be just involved in a charitable kind of event, or something that you are passionate about in terms of charity. But there is abundance and generosity surrounding this card. So whether you are receiving it or you are giving it, there are gifts that will be coming forth, and prosperity is going to enter your life here. Now, this can be, again, salary increase just related to your work, just related to that new beginning. There could be an increase there. But this is also you having put in a lot of positive thinking, a lot of positive waves, and be thinking about what it is you want and what direction you want to go in. And this could be showing itself in May for you. This also is an opportunity in May for you to be paying off a lot of your debts and or sort of repaying favors that others have done for you. This is a card that does talk about things balancing out, things weighing up, and yeah, you're just able to sort of eliminate any kind of obligations that you may have towards others as well. But definitely a card of gratitude here and giving thanks to the universe. So, you look at the card right beside it, one of my favorite cards in the whole deck, the 10 of Cups. This is joy. You've got the ace, which is that beginning, and then of that new emotional, joyful experience, and then you've got the 10, which is like the ultimate happily ever after kind of energy. If you look at the imagery on this card, you see a beautiful family, the kids are happy, they're looking on a vista over their beautiful castle in the distance there, or their beautiful home. Everything they've ever wanted is coming true for them, or has come true. And the interesting thing is you have 2 10s here. And this, as I always say, I don't know if you've ever listened to my readings before, I really find multiple numbers to be quite significant, and they tell a story. I'm not a numerologist by any stretch of the imagination, but multiple numbers to me really talk about something. And 10s are true endings that lead to new beginnings. So, the fact that you've got the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups, it's like a circle. You've reached the completion. There's a sense of completion here. And where you've completed this happy, wondrous journey in your life in a particular stage or a particular area, you're at the beginning again. You're starting again on a joyful note. So this is quite a beautiful month for you, Taurus. It's lovely. And it just brings such a sense of contentment. It's just beautiful. Now that Hierophant card, this is, as I mentioned, this is you showing up in your own reading. This is a card. This is quite a deeply spiritual card as well, but this is a card of sort of structures, religious structures, educational kind of structures. They are things in society that are that people gravitate to. They are tradition. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be a marriage here. You are traditionally going into this, but for a lot of you, you might be turning your back on the traditional way of doing things and deciding to do things your own way and bucking the trend here and choosing, as I said in that Page of Wands, thinking outside of the box and doing things your own way. But the issue with this Hierophant card, it is a card of duality, and that means you might be deciding to go down that traditional route of study. If this has to do with study, you might want to go to a university, enroll in a college, and do things the traditional way. Or you might decide to buck that trend and learn your own way, do things differently. You don't necessarily have to be in a university to be able to learn. And the fact that it's below the Six of Swords, which is the Six of Swords is that card of you turning away from tumultuous times and going in a direction that is calmer and easier for you. If you look at the 2 poles that are behind the priest or behind the Pope in this particular card, they signify that two ways of looking at a situation. So there could be you actually breaking free from tradition and structure and doing things your own way. And look at that final Gateway Oracle card for you. It is breaking barriers. So, you know, this could very much be you walking away from traditional things. And now I'm going to read the meaning out of the book for this card, but I really want you to look at the affirmation here. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. And this is what I really see here. This is so mirrored in a lot of the cards here. You are breaking free from things that have really made you struggle mentally, psychologically, and you are deciding to go into a calmer new direction. And the meaning of this card is there are times to go with the flow, but this isn't one of them. Now is the time to break through self-imposed barriers, gather your inner forces, and break free from whatever is holding you back. The universe wants you to know, don't let fear or even reason prevent you from overcoming barriers. Trust your instincts and push through. Remember to keep going and don't stop. Just as it takes effort for a chick to hatch out of its shell or a seedling to push through the hard-packed earth, this is your time to use supreme effort to break out of your own shell and reach the light. The energy of breaking through isn't always neat and tidy, so it's okay to feel messy and chaotic for a while. Eventually, the situation will sort itself out and peace will reign. And I see that here for you, Taurus. You have that happily ever after card. So once you've chosen to break free from anything that has been holding you back, any tumultuous kind of energy, there is happy, wonderful, joyful energy here for you. And I see this all beginning in May. So have a wonderful month. Happy birthday again. Happy Mother's Day. Please take me up on that offer of a free mini reading. If you want to be a new subby, I will go into detail and give you quite a lengthy reading. So just ask your question in the comment section below and I will respond. And for everyone else, please take me up on that offer of asking a question and I will give you a short 1 to 2 sentence answer as well for those of you that are already subbies or don't want to be subbies and just want to ask a question. So that is my gift to you for May. So have a wonderful month and I hope to see you next month. Bye.